Alright guys, so as this new player starts their shellshocker journey on day 1, we know that they're not very accustomed to the shellshocker's controls and to the settings and to the sensitivity and the various other factors that go into creating a successful shellshockers player. The next few days will be extremely pivotal in determining this player's ultimate skill level. Alright guys, so as we enter day 2, we can see that this player is exploring shellshockers' harsh reality of spawn killing, as the player is killed almost immediately after spawning in the first clip. Then, as we move on in the second clip, we can see that the player is exploring the aspects of height differences and how certain heights can give players advantages in one-on-one fights. Alright guys, so as we enter day 3, we can see that this player has bought some new skins through the eggs that they've earned through the previous 2 days, and they've also learned how to pick up grenades and the importance of throwing them when there's big fights, group fights happening at other scenes of the map. So we can see them throwing some grenades, and we can also see them entering the battlefield to hopefully take on some opponents. Alright guys, so now that we're in day 4 of this player's epic shellshockers progression, we can notice that the player is starting to take on opponents around certain pillars or corners to practice their aim at hitting in the middle of the egg and hopefully do more damage than them to effectively be victorious. We can also, in the later half of the clip, see that our player is seen following other players in an attempt to chase them and hopefully get the kill at the end. Alright guys, now that we're in day 4 of our player shellshockers progression, we can notice at the beginning that our player is proactively dodging the other player's bullets by going on a ladder and attempting to attack them from there. Later on, we can also see our player taking on other opponents in the 1v1 battle, in which our player is deemed victorious due to their resilience in playing the game. Ultimately, we can see our player again being exposed to the harsh reality of third-party kills, which they will for sure take into account into their future days. Alright guys, so now that our player is in their 6th day of their shellshockers progression, we can see a tremendous difference, a positive difference in their skills concerning the game. For example, they start off with an amazing grenade throw, and they also repeatedly advance onto their opponents throughout the clips to really put pressure on them and escalate the combat in order to take them on and get those kills. In the end, we can see that our player ends with a 7 kill streak, and they do undergo a lot of teaming and a lot of catastrophic sequences near the terminal end of this clip, and just their ability and resilience to survive through these to end with a 7 kill streak proves their tremendous progression throughout the game so far. Alright guys, so as our player enters their 7th and final day of their shellshockers progression, we can see that they've definitely improved a lot. They've also somehow secured a 2019 shotgun from a content creator giveaway, which is great for them. This further complements their proficiency at the game in terms of them fearlessly ending the lives of all of their opponents, as we can see throughout this clip.